Hey guys, this is the first demo of Finder Pro, our online pro consultation app. So I'm starting with the pro site. So this is the portal that the pros would use for for creating their profile and for managing their appointments. So let me start by showing you the registration flow. I click on the register icon here, and it starts with the registration form. So let me just make a profile for myself, right? Let's call it Melanie Tarot Reader, just for the sake of the demo. I'll make a quick user profile. I'll call it Melanie at appscrip.com. I'll put in a phone number. So I'll just use one of my numbers, 678. Right, then I throw in a password, put that in here. Right, I accept the terms, click on the get started. So on my phone I got a verification code, so I'll just enter that here. So it verifies my ID, my phone number. So I put that in. So for the pros, just for information, we have both a web portal and an app. So we give you both options. So now let me start by creating the personal profile. So I'll click on the photo here. I've got a nice photo of a lady. I'll throw that in here. I put that to size, save that. I've already put in my basic info here. Put in gender, date of birth. Just want to make sure that everyone's above the age of 18. Just for compliance with any age limit laws in any country. And then I put in my country, let's say India. I put in my zip code. We call an API and we complete the state and city based on that. I put in my address here. I put that in. Then I upload any ID to verify myself to the admin portal. So I just put in my ID here. I just throw in my driving license. These are all dummy data, so please ignore the images. Yeah, all this is just for the sake of the demo. I put in my years. I say I have 15 years of experience. I put in my education details. I put in a bachelor degree here. Go upload some degree here just for the sake of the demo. Put that in there. Add languages. What languages do we speak? So I choose English. So I put English and Hindi. So this would appear as a filter when we are searching for pros, right? Because certain customers or certain users may only want to chat with people who speak a certain language. So I can mention here read, write English and speak. I can say speak Hindi and read Hindi. I do not write Hindi. Put in any social media links. This is not mandatory. So if I go to the Appscrip site, I'm just going to take some from here. So this is our page, by the way, on Appscrip. So if you guys want to read more about the product itself, just go to this online consultation software and you'll find it there. So now for the Instagram, let me just take Appscrip's link and put that there for the moment. I'll put that there. Put Appscrip's YouTube in there. So that's done. Take Appscrip's LinkedIn. Throw that in there. Appscrip's Facebook. Throw that in there. So got all of that in. Continue making my profile. So it updates all of that information to our backend server. So that's why you see that little progress bar. And once it's done with that, I can then continue on to the next step. So then at these questions we ask, why are you interested in signing up with Finder Pro? I'm just saying that, hey, I'm looking for an opportunity to earn extra money. Do I have a job? I'll say, yes, I have a full-time job. How soon do you want to start? In the next 2-4 weeks. How many hours? I can give about 10-20 hours. I want to make anywhere between I want to make like at least more than $2,000 a month. So now just to reiterate, Finder Pro is a marketplace. So we support multiple categories of professions. So you could use this product as a marketplace for different categories like what we have here, or it could also be just for a single category. That means I could just make Finder Pro for astrologers, find psychics, psychologists only, only a marketplace for accountants. So you could use it for a single category of professional services, or you could make it a marketplace like the way we made it here. So let me make it for psychics or astrology. So I can choose astrology as a profession, and then I can add things like astrology and psychology, basics of astrology. So these are all skills that exist within that profession category, right? So, and these are all configurable. All of this stuff that you see here can all be managed from our backend. So none of this is fixed. So I'll save that. I could also be under more than one profession if I wish. So if I choose psychics, I can actually choose I'm under, let's say I can do like tarot reading, and I'm a good psychic for people have any love problems. So I'll save that. So this is what I mean by me as a professional being under more than one category. I'll move forward. Are you available to consult on demand? I'll say yes. Are you available for paid audio and video consultation? I'll say yes. I can set my per minute. So we have this option of per minute pricing here, rather than for on-demand calls. So I'll say yes. I'm for video calls. I'm going to charge like $1. Sorry, yeah. And if anyone wants to extend, I'm going to charge like $0.5 a minute, right, for extensions if they want to go beyond the the paid slot. Am I available for paid? I'll say yes. I can do paid chats. I charge you a little bit lower for paid chats. Let's say 0.75. If you want to extend it, it's going to be 0.4 per minute. So I continue. Then the system is going to ask me for uploading some proof of qualification. I can upload a video as well here. So I can either upload a video or I can just give it a link. So I'll quickly go to and just pick up a link from here. I'll copy this video URL, put that in there, and I should do that same for psychics because I'm applying under two categories, and I save that. So if I have a business, it'll ask me for information about my business here. So I can say Appscrip, just for the sake of demo again. Put in a tax number. Now this can change based on countries. So we just made it as per one for the moment. So I'm just putting in that. I'll choose my country, put my zip code, add my billing info really quick, right? Say here 19, and I finish that. So it'll ask me for a confirmation. I'll say yes. So now the profile goes through an admin approval. So once I submit this, it's gone to the admin panel. So we have an admin panel from where you manage the whole marketplace. And that's where we can manage the submissions from. So if I want to log into my profile, I can log in really quick, and it would tell me that my profile here is under review, and that is why you see this. So once the profile is approved, I can just refresh this. For the sake of demo, we've just approved it really quick. So when I refresh this, I would see that my profile is active, right? Your profile is approved, gives me a confirmation, and now I can start using my profile. So if I click on the edit icon here, I can see all the information that I've entered while signing up. I can see it all here. I can enter a quick bio. So I'll save that. So that's in there. So you can see all the information that I've entered here. All of it shows up here. I can see what professions I'm under. I can set my consultation fee from here. I can see my proof of qualification and my business information. So all of that is here. I'll update that. So my profile is being updated. Now, the first thing I need to do after I do this is I have to start, creating products that people would see on my profile, right? So I go to my products page on the portal. I add a new product, right? So I add my product here. So since it's a online consultation product, app or marketplace, there are three kinds of products we support. We have paid calls, paid chats, and webinars, right? Webinars for the moment are all free, but I can set up paid call consultations. So I can say that if anyone wants to set up 15-minute video astrology session, they can do it from here. I can add a quick description for my astrology session. I can say it's for astrology. Duration is 15 minutes because I've mentioned that here. My preferred language is Hindi, English. I choose the topics. I'll say I'm under these two: astrology and psychology, and basics of astrology. I can add a photo of my product so that shows up on the portal. When people see my product, they can quickly see that there. So I'll go to I've just taken some photos for the moment. So I'll upload one of these. Add that. It shows up so that it shows up nicely when they see the product information page on my profile. I add a maximum retail price. So I'll say it's like for if you want to do a 15-minute video consultation, then I'm going to charge you like at least let's say $20, yeah, and discounted price of let's say $15. So then I go to the next step. It'll ask me any questions. So this questions piece is it's very important, or it's very useful. You can set up different questions, right? So there are certain themes we've already set up on the admin, so those are available to all the astrologers who sign up. Or I can actually create my own question here, right? Like, what is your date of birth, for example? Because this is something that I would want all my customers to fill in before they, before they confirm the appointment. So I'll say this is one question. I can ask another one. What is your time of birth? So I'll put that as time. Save that. This is all important for astrology in general. And what is your place of birth? So I'll put that in there, right? And I put that as just as a paragraph for the moment. And I save that, right? So these are three things that are useful for me when I, doing astrology consulting. And then I see a summary of all the details that I've entered. If it all looks good, I can submit this for approval, and we should be good. Yeah. So it's been submitted. So all products that the astrologers create, or let's say virtual products, they all go through a review process. This is to ensure that none of the products are like junk, and people are creating high quality products, right? So for now I've got it approved, so it comes up under the approved section. Now similarly, I can go create another chat product. I'll say if you want to do a 30-minute chat consultation, right? I can put that in here. 10-minute, 30-minute chat consultation for astrology related questions. Let's say love astrology. I'm just adding some dummy data, guys. Ignore that. Put that in there. I'll say it's a 30-minute session. I can do it in English. So put that. Choose the topics. Add that, and then I can add another product photo. So let me go quickly add one photo from here. Just adding this for the moment. And I can put this price as $10, discounted as $8. Quickly add a next. I can add some question. What is your date of birth? Let's add one for the moment. And save that, right? Next. I submit that for approval. So now I've created another product which is of chat type. Now that again gets submitted to the admin, and it'll be in review while it's being reviewed, and once approved it shows up in the approved section. Now I'll go create another product which is of type webinar. So webinars are basically live streams. I can host webinars about certain topics of astrology, right? So and just host that as a free webinar. So this is a way for me to tell my customers more about my profession, what I do, and it's a way to upsell for the profession, really, right? So I can just call it an astrology. Okay, let's say webinar, or let's say tarot reading. Right, this is a webinar about tarot reading, so I'm just gonna put in there more about tarot reading as a description. It's under my astrology. I'll say it's a 30-minute webinar that I host that in English, and I put in some topics here. So put that. If I want to add a webinar, I want to add a photo, I can quickly add that. So let's take a photo and put that in there. It's obviously in a certain aspect ratio. So I upload that really quick. If I want to tell people more about more about what this is about, I can even upload a small video. That way people will know more about what this webinar is all about, right? It's more like that. So I add that as a file. It's a free right now we only do free webinars, so it's all free. I look at the information at the end and I submit that for approval. So this is the way I can create my product of type webinar, which is again more of a live stream, right? So once that's uploaded, people will be able to book, see the webinar information, right? Then the next thing, so you can see all these three products here, right? So they're all here. The next thing I want to talk about is the availability settings, which is super important because this is how I manage my calendar as a professional. So this is where it's it's more organized than other apps you may see. We've done a very cool calendar integration, and I can mark my availability for different days because I may not work on all days, right? So we let the professional decide what days they can work and what days they don't. So let's say today is a Monday, so I can set my availability like I'm available from let's say 8, right? 8 in the morning to let's say 5 in the evening. So I confirm and save that. So then I'll be available for all those hours on Mondays. And then I can set a different availability for Tuesday and say, hey, Tuesdays I work from 10 a.m. to like maybe 3 p.m. So this is how I control my availability. Now, in case there are certain days I'm not available, let's say this is my regular schedule for Tuesdays, but on a particular day I'm not available, I can actually apply for a time off, right? That's how I can manage my availability for certain days. So save that. And I can see my availability set here on my calendar, right? So it's all dynamic, and I can see it for different days of the week as well. So Tuesday is a different one, so I'll see a different schedule for Tuesdays, right? So it's all available, and this is the key. So that's how we manage our availability, and which is very important because when people book my sessions, they would, it would appear on the calendar and they book me. And that's very important for me to manage my schedule. So it's all integrated, and it's all integrated with Google Calendar as well. So if you have your phone calendars, it'll all be in sync. We've already managed all of that stuff. Now the next thing we have here is the social feed. This is a cool new way of keeping your customers engaged. So if I want to create a post, right, and a post is more of a way to engage with your followers. As a professional, you want to make sure that your subscribers are getting latest content about your industry. So I can upload videos, right? I can upload photos and all of this stuff just to keep my customers, or let's say my subscribers, engaged, right? So I can create such things. I put that on my feed, and that will be available for all my subscribers to see on the social news feed on the customer side. So while that's uploading, so as soon as that's done, it shows up on my profile here, on my feed. As a professional, we've also given this cool option of creating stories. I can actually go and create stories here, and I can upload stories about tarot. I can add more than one file, right? I can go and upload another file. So I can upload more about tarot reading, add that to my story. So that's available. That'll be available to all my subscribers on the stories section on the app. That's how we can create stories. Now, if I go to webinars, I need to now, if I want the webinars to show up, I've created the product, but now I need to schedule the webinar. So I'll click on schedule a webinar, and I'll be able to schedule the webinar on, so that all my subscribers can see it. So I can choose a date. I can say it's today. The webinar is at let's say it's 1:30. So let's say it's at 1:45, right? And I can save that schedule. So I can put that on my schedule, right? So now I know this webinar is scheduled for July 22nd at 1:45, right? So that's how we can schedule webinars. Now, as a professional, I can also create course material, because this could be useful for me when I'm holding sessions. Now, if I want to share more material with my customers, I can actually go, create some of this content and save it for, sharing on video call sessions or chat sessions and stuff like that. So I can go create course material that I can use while I'm on a call or if I'm streaming. Let me, not this image, let me use a better image. So let me take this, put that in there. More, let's say, top 10 myths about tarot reading. Top myths. I can choose, this is for us, let's say, psychic. I can choose about tarot. It's going to be easy. I can upload a file. So I can upload different kinds of files. I can upload a PDF, doc, different data. I'll just upload an image, or let's say I'll upload a video for the timing. So I'll click a video, go to browse, add the video. So that's done, upload it, and then I save it. So this way I can create course material that I could potentially use during my sessions. So this is the one that I just uploaded, right? So this helps me while I'm taking sessions. Now to get paid, it's very important that I add a bank account. So I go to my wallet section, and when I go to withdraw money, it'll ask me to first add an account, right? Because I don't have an account added. So I click on add an account. We've integrated with Stripe Connect. So as soon as I click on add account, it should pull up the Stripe component, and we'll be able to add our bank account directly to Stripe, right? So I'm just going to use this for the moment. I'm going to put in my number for testing. So put that. It'll send me a verification code. So I'll enter the verification code, right? And if I enter that, 657794, 657794, and this is all happening securely on Stripe. So this way we don't capture or store any user's bank data on our system at any point, right? So this ensures PCI compliance, which is very important in today's world. You have to be compliant. Yeah. So I can put in a legal name. I just put in my legal name here. Put in an email address. So that's sorted. Put in a date of birth. Put that in there. If I want to put an address in US, I put that in there really quick. Put that. Yeah, just put that on right at the moment. Put in number, got that in there, last 4 digits of SSN. I can use 6789, so 6789, done. So I put that in the field. I wait for Stripe to get back with me, and it'll ask me for this. I'll say this website, just put in my website, continue. I'm just going to make a sandbox bank, test institution, continue, agree and continue, give it the permission that it needs. Say this. Save a link. So I've saved my info, and when I'm done, I should be able to see all the bank accounts here. So I'll take this and I'll continue. This is the way I can connect my bank account, right? So I agree and submit. So I've onboarded my account, and then if I want to withdraw money that I make, I'll get an option to select my bank account here. So this is how we have done, we have managed the system for withdrawing money to your bank account. any FAQs that I may have, I can see it here, right? This is all again managed from the CMS, and people can do it from there. Job request is the screen where we will see incoming requests. Chats is where I track all my chats, right? As a user, as a pro, and that's for the moment, that's it. And now I'll show you the flow of the product from the customer app. So now I'll show you the customer app and I'll show you how it works in sync. Thank you.